Hey guys, so I don't know about you, but when I go traveling, I tend to accumulate a lot of ticket stubs and programs and all sorts of keepsakes that I think I'm going to use for something later, but then they just end up accumulating in like a pile in the corner of my room. But I still want to keep them because they are really important to me, because I went to like France or something and I was able to acquire all this stuff and I just don't want to throw it away. So I came up with a way to organize them so that they're out of the way, but you can also still look at them if you ever want to. So I'm going to show you how to organize your keepsakes. Alright, so here are 3 of the 5 different boxes I have, and they are all from Joann Fabrics. These are about $10 each. And this one I think was about $14 since it's slightly bigger. But if you go to Joann's with a coupon, everything's way cheaper. So I advise you to do that if you're looking for these boxes. And I picked these 3 because they have slightly different organizational patterns within them. So the first one is France 2008. And for all these boxes, I just labeled them with the location and the year that I went there. So this box has just a hodgepodge of everything in there, not really in any particular order, because this is how I like to keep, hi TARDIS, please don't get in the box. This is how I like to keep my stuff organized. It's more just put it all into one place and then I can pick through it when I'm feeling nostalgic and just enjoy everything like that. So this organization is just basically all my ticket stubs and like plane tickets and everything, and some like receipts are over on this side, and over here are all of the travel books. So I just have like a pocket map, a bigger tour guide, and the top 10 Paris book. And then I also have like my plug adapter, just so I know that I remember using it distinctly while I was in France, so if I ever need it in the future I know exactly which box it's in. So that is the France box, and TARDIS is just like standing on top of it like that. Look at him. He doesn't even care. TARDIS doesn't even care. I'm working here. So the next box I'm going to show you is England. And I went to England in 2011 for a study abroad trip for 3 weeks. And so this box is different because there's just more in it. So in this little bag I keep all of the postcards, but there's not that many because I actually transferred a lot of them to my postcard storage box. Then I have a few t-shirts that I don't really wear anymore, but I got them while in London. So they just look like this is one of them. And then the other one is just like that as well. And so I just have all of my guidebooks that I used while there, because if I'm ever going to go back there, I'm just going to use the same books I used before, and I know where they are because they're obviously in the box of the trip I went on. And so this is my Not for Tourist guide to London, and I highly recommend that you use these tour guide books because they show you a lot of cool places that are not what you would usually consider going to as a tourist. So they show you a lot of different shopping areas and all sorts of maps for different museums, and it's just a really good guide to get a little deeper into the culture of wherever you're going. So what's really, really cool about this box is this book, this sketchbook, which was basically my baby on the trip, and I am by no means a sketcher. What I used this for was to keep track of each day and everything that we did, and all of the ticket stubs and like newspaper clippings of everything we went on. The trip was for theater, so I have all these different ticket stubs from the different shows we went and saw while we were there, and I wrote up like a synopsis of what we did that day and how I felt about it. And so this is just one of my favorite things about all of my keepsake boxes, because I put so much time and energy into preserving it while I was there that I actually still really get to appreciate everything and remember a lot more because I put so much detail into it. The rest of it is just your basic, like, my favorite cookies while I was there and all these photos from the trip, and just all put together so it's really easy to find. The last box I'm going to show you is the China and Florida box, and this box is different from the other ones because there's 2 trips in one box. And I did it this way because these 2 trips weren't really like mementos trips. Like when I went to China, I went to see family friends, so I wasn't doing very much sightseeing or program collecting, so the box full of stuff is a lot smaller because it just has like plane tickets and the shows that we did see. And TARDIS is just not helping this situation very much. And in this little bag is just all the stuff from Florida, kept together with the maps and all the tickets up and such. I'm sure there are better ways to organize your keepsakes, but I feel like this is way more relaxed than most methods, so you can still have a little fun in remembering the trips you went on and not having to make sure you keep everything in the exact location you found it in when you reopen your keepsake boxes. And in regards to where I keep them, they are just inside of my closet on the top shelf, and I have stacked them in chronological order, so it goes from Space Camp to France, China, Florida, England, New York, and then on top I just have a box of my old planners because I like to keep them as sort of records. And so they're just in the top of my closet. So I can see them and still get to them, but they're also out of the way. So I hope this video was somewhat helpful for you guys when you're trying to organize and keep all of your souvenirs from trips. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Did you enjoy the video about keepsakes, TARDIS? Because you were just all up in it.